Where Devin Booker responded with a big performance. Season, getting up shots in a high school gym in Phoenix when he wasn't getting a lot of playing time. Booker on the break, glides in for the layup.
Sneaky athleticism, sneaky. Just great.
Ball puts Bertans at the stripe. Pro shooter on the regular season. Knocks down both.
One, or not game one, but in the first round against the Lakers, he got a stinger on his shoulder and couldn't really physically shoot the basketball.
There he is, knocking down the side pocket three. Lead.
Well, it wasn't on that graphic, of course, in game 3 with the 7 first half turnovers. But I think some of this was because as Reggie Bullock hits another 3-point, the question is, there's a potential ceiling to playing that style of basketball.
There you go.
Because the question is if there's a ceiling. And one of the things that I think LeBron learned in Miami was how to play off the ball. And
allows 2 assists short of a triple-double. Book pounding it. One more to Chris Paul. Got it. The lead 6 games almost so far complete has had its own unique identity.
Well, I think that's different for every player. And from someone who knows Chris and people have
never trust, even having home court, although the percentages are very favorable in game 7s for the home team. Doncic deep in his bag like the fries.
Over the years.
Yeah, this might be the time that Monty Williams just calls it a night.
Yeah.
Type of nights that, as a head coach, got you smoking out the window and walking floors and that kind of thing.
You had nights like that?
I don't smoke, but walking floors, yeah. Had some rough shows through the years.
Oh, man.
Chris Paul just 4 of 7. 5 turnovers. It's going to come down to game 7. With time to be determined on game 7. I know you and I will be watching it, JJ.
Absolutely.
Cameron Payne in the ball game. Lost his rotation minutes to Landry Shamet. Wainwright had it blocked.
Give the Mavs, by the way, give the Mavs a ton of credit. When you think about this series, they go down 2-0. Game 3, must win.
Yeah.
Game 4, essentially a must win. And tonight, obviously, in an elimination game, a must win, as Luka Doncic will get a nice ovation here from the Dallas Mavericks home crowd. But to win 3 times in a series in such a short amount of time, that's stepping up to the moment.
I don't think we talk enough about the transformation that Jason Kidd has performed with this team. He has especially alchemized a mediocre defensive team into a top 10 defensive team this year with basically the same personnel. Craig with a layup at the other end.
And we talked earlier in the game about them targeting Luka and using his man as a screener, and a number of teams have done that. And I think his buy-in on that end of the floor this season was much different. And
you see the difference?
Well, no, I attribute that to Jason Kidd getting him to buy in, and of course Luka gets some credit as well to that. But I do see a difference. I do see a difference. And I thought even tonight, when they started going to that pick and roll with his man, and they would make the pocket pass and get that 4-on-3 downhill. Mikal Bridges, of course, got to the rim a couple times. I thought he made an adjustment there, got more aggressive at it, got some deflections, even got a steal.
Well, tomorrow night on ESPN, the conference semifinals continue with a pair of game 6s. Celtics Bucks at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time from Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. And then the nightcap, Grizzlies at Warriors. Golden State leading 3-2 in that series as well. Coverage begins at 7 o'clock Eastern time with NBA Countdown. The game also available on the ESPN app. And getting back to the great adjustments defensively that Jason Kidd has made. I mean, whether it's those late switches we were talking about earlier or Kleba, guys being up in the pick and roll. We haven't seen Chris Paul get to the elbow and knock down those jumpers that he routinely does through the course of the regular season and even the playoffs. Craig inside, Biyombo with the rebound. Wainwright.
Well, that's playing drop coverage like the Pelicans did with Valanciunas in the first round is a death sentence.
Right.
He's just too good against that coverage. And Jason Kidd and the Mavericks have done a nice job as Dwight Powell gets a layup from Spencer Dinwiddie. They did a nice job of being up, late switching, sometimes just straight switching, but being able to go small and having Kleber as the five-man who could switch multiple positions and guard is just such a luxury for a team to have.
Well, Dallas into the second round for the first time since their championship year in 2011. Dinwiddie launching from three. A little bit of icing, some sugar on that. Under 2 minutes to play. Timeout on the floor. It's all over but the post-game dap at this point.